Hi Lana, welcome once again to Lana's Coach. So we want to take a look at some of the most marketable courses that you can pursue in 2025 and beyond. If you can recall, 5 years ago, we were talking about some marketable courses by then. But since things have changed and we are actually expecting more changes, so we need to prepare ourselves and actually put maybe our best foot forward in ensuring that we do the relevant courses. So if you're planning to join university in 2025 or beyond, then these particular courses are the ones that are going to be of help, or rather are the ones that are going to be relevant. So we want to start by looking at the first one, that is architecture. Architecture will always be a lucrative course, wherever you are. So especially for those of us who are in Kenya, you'll actually agree with me that most buildings or people are coming up with a lot of structure. Yeah. So there's a lot of construction happening, and you will be required to offer your skills in this particular field. So you'll be required to design and of course engineer many physical structures such as buildings, bridges, towers, and so on. Now, not only to design them, of course also to redesign them and give them a new look, because if some bridges were constructed like 50 years ago, you'll actually need to restructure them and give them a new look. So architecture still stands as one of the most relevant course that you need to pursue in 2025 and beyond. The other one is software engineering, right? Everything is now being transformed into a soft copy, right? So we need to have the right people to be able to engineer these particular softwares so that you can be able to have a good environment that you can always interact with our machines, with our data, and so on. So this course, as you can see, it focuses around information technology, machine learning, programming, computer science, big data, and mathematics. So if you have been following us for a while, I've already shared some areas or rather platforms that you can actually undertake this particular course. Like if you check on the MIT website, they provide some free online courses, right? And of course, Harvard also has some kind of free online courses that you can actually undertake this course. That is software engineering, right? So with this particular degree, you can work in various organizations, develop for them softwares, and most importantly, you can also self-employ yourself so that you be developing for people the apps and of course the various websites, right? So the other course that I find that is very, very important in today's world is actuarial science, right? This deals with forecasting, evaluation, and control of risk, and largely revolves around finance, mathematics, and data. Now, all these things that you have mentioned, they are needed by organization, right? So you're going to be responsible for helping companies increase their profits by minimizing or regulating the risks or those particular unforeseen risks, right? So why is it marketable? Because someone is going to ask, why should I do actuarial science right now, right? It is about profit, right? Every company requires profit and they don't want risk. So they'll always require someone who can be able to minimize for them the risk, right? So this means that they need to hire people who have some good profile of minimizing the risk and maximizing the revenue. So that's a primary reason as to why actuarial science still will dominate for a very long time beyond 2025, right? Now the other course that also I find very, very important, just like I talked about architecture, we have quantity surveying, right? So this particular degree, if you pursue it, it will equip you with practical skills to enable you think conceptually and analytically to come up with solutions to problems in civil engineering, right? Ideally, if you're in countries such as Kenya, you'll also be relevant because we are in a developing world. So that means you still need your skills to enable us design, or rather have the right structures in place, right? So you'll work in hand with architects, civil engineers to derive the best projects, right, that we need in today's world, especially within the construction sector. So quantity surveying is another very lucrative and relevant course that you can always pursue in 2025 and beyond. We can also talk about statistics. Now, when I talk about statistics here, we need also to focus on the various data analysis dimensions, right? So I'll focus on statistics and data analysis. These are courses that are very relevant, not only here in Kenya, but in the world beyond, right? So they're actually marketable because first, companies want to make sense of the data that they collect. So you can always project for them. You can have a balance between the data that the company has and to enable them make some informed decision on maybe the products to produce or other services to engage in based on that particular data, right? So it's marketable because also NGOs, private institutions are looking for these particular skills, right? So this is a skill, or this is a degree that will always be relevant beyond 2025, right? The other degree is digital marketing. It goes without saying that everyone is going online to do some form of business. If you're not doing some business, either you're doing some transaction. If you're not doing some transaction, you're doing some shopping. I mean, it is a busy world. So digital marketing is a very relevant skill that includes you understanding how to manage the various social media platforms, how you can do some email marketing, affiliate marketing, and so on. So in this quest where companies are transitioning from the conventional ways of doing marketing, the traditional ways, they require skills to be able to transform effectively so that they can gain more audience, they can sell or make a lot of revenues. So the right digital marketing strategies is required, and with this particular skill, then you'll become relevant beyond 2025. There are many organizations that are offering this particular skill. We have business information technology. So here is where business meets technology. And for you to narrow the gap, for you to use technology to solve the various problems that business faces, then business IT or BBIT will be very, very relevant. So you just need to understand the challenges that our business are facing and create the right, or rather implement the right information technology solution to help them do their business properly. So that is what makes it marketable. So if you're planning to maybe enroll for a particular degree, then this particular business information technology degree is going to be very marketable. And of course, law, right? This is a constant kind of skill that is required, since the world began. It will still be very relevant. Why? Because human beings in their own nature will always disagree. So they'll always need some law or lawyers to help sort out their disagreements in court of law and to establish some rules on how they can better live harmoniously in this world. So there'll always be issues. So as I mentioned, it could be from company to company, company to individual, individual to individual. So these disputes require people to resolve them, and with your skill, then you are in a good place. So you can factor in looking at this particular course, right? And of course, you have project management. Now, essentially, project management deals with managing various projects across different industries. That's what makes it relevant. So every industry has some project, and it requires people with the right project management skills to be able to do some right planning, do some right organization, ensure that they deliver the projects in a well-defined timelines with minimum cost. So if you have these particular skills, then you are in the right place. Project management will always be relevant, and so if you're planning to do some kind of course, then you should check on doing project management. Then finally, in our list, we can talk about taking care of ourselves. The nurses. Nurses are very relevant professionals. So if you do nursing, you can always have some edge around. So people are growing old, babies are born. We want people with the right skills to take care of these changes in our bodies. So with the relevant skills in nursing, you can always be called upon to create some kind of healthy environment. We have those people who practice clinical nursing. We have those who practice, of course, the ones that offer nutrition and that. So yes, this one is a very important degree or other course that you can always pursue going forward. So with those few options, you can always check which is relevant. I'll be mentioning others as we proceed. All right, thanks.